Hi. One of the greatest idea that I found in these days is on theholyland.com. Let me explain. About a month ago, I made a video about the first 100 days of President Trump in office. And by the way, I mentioned a fantastic opportunity now to purchase a 6 by 6 feet square in the land of Israel. And I did not really know that it will get such a fantastic response. Many people approach me asking questions, how can I own a little piece of the farm in the Holy Land and be able to do some of the commandments that the Torah requires, you can only do in the land of Israel. As you can see here, I'm in Jerusalem right now, it's the old city in my background. I felt that it's so important that I took away from my busy schedule to come here and record this video. According to the Torah, we have 613 commandments. A large portion of the commandments depend on living in the land of Israel, the Holy Land, and practicing the commandments only on the Holy Land. People cannot fulfill those commandments in the exiles. Many of them, such as Shmita, once every 7 years, you have to let the land rest, giving 10% from all the growing seeds and trees of the land. This is something you cannot do in the exile. There are many other commandments in the Torah that you can only fulfill in the Holy Land. In the Holy Land, the land is not cheap at all. It's very expensive and keeps going higher and higher. So two great guys that used to be in New York and moved to Jerusalem, they have a great idea. How about let's share with people the land that we own. We have a nice land, and we will do all the mitzvot that the Torah requires. For Jews that live in the exile, they can own 4 amot square in the land, which is 1.5 meters square approximately. People own it. All the activities are done in a field will all be to the merit of the person that owns the partnership in the land. Many of us will not have a chance to do those mitzvot, those commandments, even once in our life. This is an opportunity to practice and participate in very important commandments from the Torah with a huge reward that we don't have any other chance to do it. This is how it works. You pay $299 and you get your square in a field. The field will have trees. After 3 years, it's going to be Orlah. 3 years you cannot use the trees, and after that, as the Torah requires, every 7 years they will let the land rest. They're going to give 10% from what's growing, and many other mitzvot that each one of us, the people that lives out of Israel, will be able to practice this mitzvot. Now we all know that $299 in today's days are not exactly so much. This is a great opportunity. For a price of dinner, or a suit, you can actually own land in Israel, in the Holy Land. And there's one more thing that we have to know. According to Kabbalah, a person has to come back reincarnated in different bodies, sometimes many times, until he finished to fulfill all the commandments, all the 613 commandments. Since many of them you can only do in the land of Israel, and if you don't live here, and if you do not own a land here, you will never have a chance to do it. We will have to keep coming back until we finally finish our mission. Here is an opportunity for a very inexpensive, very productive way to participate in this huge merit and huge mitzvah. I know these gentlemen, I had the merit in the past to teach them Torah. I know they are very reliable. They do everything for the sake of heaven. They want more Jews in America and in Europe and the rest of the world to be able to have this mitzvah. Even once in your life you do it, it's better than to live all your life as a religious person in exile without having a chance to do it even once in your life. I strongly recommend this idea. I think it's fantastic. It's very, very important that every Jew that listens to me right now will invest at least 1 square for him and maybe for every member of his family. I'm sure you will never regret it in this world and in the next world to come. Thank you very much. All the best.